Something has been missing on this channel for the last few weeks. Something that I know you all love and often look forward to. Something that makes you laugh, cringe and sigh all at once. I am, of course, talking about the Flat Earth Fail compilations, and today, they're back. Hello all and welcome along to another video with me, Simon Dan. Thank you very much for joining me. Right, let's get this show on the road, shall we? If you've not seen the Flat Earth Fail compilations before, this is where I get 3 or 4 shorter Flat Earth videos that aren't long enough to make a full episode on their own and put them into a compilation episode where I look at each one individually. Today is episode 55 of the Flat Earth Fail compilations. If you've not seen any before, I'll pop the link for the playlist in the description so you can check out episodes 1 to 54 at your leisure. But now we're going to get on with this episode, and it starts with a short from With the Sun 33, who is in his car talking about Polaris. Here we go.
All right, so I have a telescope pointed at the North Star right now at my house, and it's plugged in and it's tracking the North Star. Now, it hasn't moved in 4 months. It's been in the same position.
Well, that's a lie, because it would have changed its position slightly if it truly was tracking Polaris. It's not exactly on the North Celestial Pole, is it? It's just off from it, so it does rotate in a small circle.
Now, what's funny, and why I bring this up, is because first of all, that's ridiculous in itself. It hasn't moved, it stays in the same position all the time.
Except it doesn't.
But let's start to think logically. If it's nighttime in the northern part of the world, so in Boston, if it's nighttime and I'm looking up at that North Star and it's in that position, all right, it's daytime in China on the other side of the world. Now, China's looking at the sun, but when it becomes nighttime, China can see the North Star.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you understand how it works, but you can't see the stars when the sun is shining. Just thought I'd let you know.
But what's weird is my telescope isn't moving. It's still in the same position, which means the North Star is still directly above us in Boston, while China is looking at the North Star at the same time on the other side of the ball.
Yes, because Polaris is incredibly far away. I don't think that's hard to understand, is it?
How could this possibly be? Because we don't live on a ball. We live on a flat plane. That's why you can see the North Star from almost everywhere. You can't see it from everywhere because you can't see it from Australia because it's too far away.
No, it's because there's a bloody big planet in the way.
It's all about perspective. Our eyes can only see so far. You know, when you go to the beach and you look all the way out to the very end, to your horizon, where the ceiling and the floor come together. And if you know how to draw, you understand this. It's how you draw. The further down, the smaller it gets, because it's about the horizon and perception. Now, this is what happens. When you zoom in on a camera, this is what happens to the horizon. It opens up.
Oh, great. So people in Australia should be able to use a high zoom camera then at night to see Polaris. I'll wait for that.
And you can see that we're not going around a ball. There's no ball. There's no curve. It's just flat. All right. When you go to the beach, 3 miles. That's how far your horizon is. And again, if you use a camera or a telescope, this is your 3-mile horizon. You zoom in and it opens right up. And then you zoom in more and it opens right up more. And it just keeps going and going and going. Lasers prove that we're not on a ball. But then people will say, oh, but light bends.
Actually, zooming in on the horizon will just zoom in on the horizon. You won't be able to see further over the curve.
Oh my Lord. So here we go again. But this is the rat race we're in. We get these people that repeat things that they have heard. They don't really know what they're talking about. They just repeat them. And then we have literally people that are paid to come on here and lie to you. It is what it is. I love you all. This is my opinion, of course, based on
your unsupported opinion that your mind is sharper than any scientist who ever lived? We know. Well, moving on to our next clip then, and it comes from Level Earth Observer, who asks, have we been brainwashed? And he's got a little test for us. Here we go.
Have you been brainwashed? Well, I think we should all take the test and find out and test ourselves here. You up for it?
Always.
Let's do it. And this is where the action begins. I'm at the mouth of the Severn River in the Bristol Channel. The official mouth is that bridge there in front of us. I'm going to play this short clip and I'm going to highlight several points of reference, the mouth of the river being one of them.
Right, here we go. Let's see where this goes.
I'm stopping the camera here and just pointing to the direction of the source of the Severn River, which is approximately 77 miles in the direction I'm pointing.
Okay, no problem so far. Even though the Severn is much longer than 77 miles, the source is around 77 miles away as the crow flies.
77 miles as the crow flies, okay?
Yes, all agreed, Elio.
And here is where the test begins. Because if the Earth was a ball, then this is what we have to believe. With the source of the river being 77 miles away from the mouth of the river, according to the globe Earth mathematics, there should be a difference of 3,953 feet difference between the 2 points of reference. That means sea level at the source of the river is 3,953 out from my horizontal at the mouth of the river.
Great. What's your point?
According to the globe Earth maths and curve. What that means is when you take into account the elevation height of the source of the river, which is 2,000 feet, you take into account the globe Earth mathematics, how much curve there is between the 2 points of reference, the source and the mouth of the river. And then you take into account that the viewer, myself here, if the Earth is a ball, we're told wherever we stand upon that ball, we're on the top of it. And wherever we look, the Earth is descending downwards away from us. Curvature, apparently, okay?
No, Level Earth Observer, don't do it. Don't do this, I'm pleading with you. Don't say the river is running uphill. Even you can't fall for this rubbish.
So when I'm stood at the mouth of the river, I take into account the elevation height of the source, which is 2,000 feet. And then I take into account the globe Earth mathematics, which is 3,953 feet. If I'm to believe the Earth is a ball, I've got to believe the source of the river is 1,953 feet below sea level, my horizontal, at the mouth of the river. Essentially having to run, the source of the river has to run uphill.
Yep, he went there. He actually went there. Dear, oh dear.
It has to run uphill the height of 2 London shards. Let me show you the height of the London Shard if you're not familiar.
No need, I'll just say this. I could equally stand at the source of the Severn and point at the direction of the mouth. Then the river is flowing downhill, isn't it, from my perspective? Okay, I'm being silly of course, because rivers don't care about the curve of the Earth. They only care about local elevation. If the source is at 2,000 feet above sea level and the mouth is at sea level, then the river flows downhill, doesn't it? Crucially though, that curvature drop that he's quoting isn't elevation. It's the vertical difference from a tangent line, which is completely irrelevant here. Gravity doesn't care about tangent lines. Water flows towards the centre of mass, i.e. downhill. That's why every mountain spring in the world doesn't just sit there floating doing nothing. Dear oh dear, Elio, that is bad even for you, mate. Let's move on to our third fail in this episode then, which comes from a conversation between Owen Benjamin and Chris Gardner. This should be good. Here we go.
So that's why Hollywood's there. It's to get their story to you first, to totally divert your attention.
Yeah, like Apollo 13 and every Holocaust movie and all that, because they're just trying to set you up like this is the story, and then people just don't question it. Like the more the spinning Earth model, after a few years now of being skeptical of that and now realizing how ridiculous it is. It's way more ridiculous than I ever could have imagined.
That's called personal incredulity, Owen. You can't comprehend it in your brain, so therefore to you it can't be true. It's a real thing, matey, look it up.
To the point where they have no evidence at all. Like the people that are defending it now, because now I have a more light-hearted nature to it, because I don't even know what the hell this realm is. I mean, it could be, you know, consciousness vibrating, and I don't know, but I know it's not, we're not standing on a spinning ball.
Yes, because vibrating consciousness makes so much more sense, Owen.
And it's like their argument is it starts with snipers factor in the earth spinning, and I'm like, no, none do.
They do if the shot's direction and distance requires the Earth's spin to be taken into account, which of course not all shots do.
I'm friends with tons of snipers, and they're like, oh, well then there was an experiment 3,000 years ago in Alexandria with 2 pillars, and I'm like, I can disprove that with 2 beer bottles and a flashlight.
No, you're confused. That doesn't disprove anything. All that does is offer a secondary explanation. One we're going to debunk on this channel very shortly.
And then they're like, well, 2 people can play catch on a train. And I'm like, that's your entire argument for standing on a spinning ball, is that 2 people can play catch on a closed train that's moving. Like, no other evidence, and that's it. And so billions of people believe they're standing on a spinning ball, flying through infinite space for eternity until the universe cools off after it's expanded enough. And they have no evidence at all, like literally none.
Interesting that Owen is very happy with the eventual heat death of the universe, but not the globe Earth itself. Very odd.
And I'm like, so why do you think that? They're like, because it's a fact. You're crazy if you don't think that. It's just, and so what it is, it's just Hollywood and all that got in so early with a globe on every teacher's desk, and that they can't not see that now. They're like, no, that has to be it. It's in my head, you know?
Well, that's why somebody like you or me is very dangerous, is because we can tell a good story.
Oh, so you're admitting that the flat Earth theory is a story. Awesome.
Yeah, totally.
Humans are narrative-based organisms. Like, we remember things better if there's a story. And
Yeah.
we get attached to the stories that we're exposed to. And so that's a huge thing in the world of like really getting past your, I guess you'd say, your cognitive dissonance, is really saying, are the stories that you're actually in identifying? The problem is the identification with the story. Is that adverse to what your physical senses are actually telling you?
Oh, I see what you're saying. You're saying because you're good at stories, you can recognize a story. I see. Great. Good for you. I guess you just gloss over all the evidence when you hear the story of the globe. Right, well, let's move on to our final flat Earth fail then for this compilation video, which comes from David Weiss and his favourite flat Earth proof. Here we go.
I want to show you one thing before I go. People ask me, what's your favorite proof? And I think I found it. I think I literally found my favorite proof of all. So right now people say, well, how does the sun light up exactly half of the earth? When it's because the sun is, as it goes out, the light wraps around. Because we're right near the equinox right now, it's a kind of the sun is making a circle, and then it's also wrapping around. So we're getting this equal day and night. But
that made literally no sense what you said there. None at all.
If we jump forward, we go to where are we now? We're in September, October, November, December. So in December, when the sun's way out there, it really wraps around and you have this wider area of light. Now, on a ball, I don't care how it's twisted, tilted, spinning, the sun can only light up exactly half of the ball all the time. You can only light up half the ball all the time. People go, well, that's because this map is distorted. That's why it looks different. Okay, cool. I like that.
Precisely, Dave. I think you'll find that on your map, half of the globe Earth is lit up. Like you said, that map is distorted, heavily so in the southern hemisphere.
We're going to go with that. But 6 months later, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the sun comes all the way in. It's not wrapping as much, and you kind of more have a round. You have more of a round shape because it's not refracting around or bouncing off the dome so much. So
it decides to bounce off the dome more in the summer than it does in the winter. Gotcha. No evidence for that, of course, but who needs that, right?
That's not the proof. I want to show you that's this little background for my proof. And the proof is this, right? So we have the Gleason's map. This is the best map that we have. Oops, that out. And all right. And this is from the Weather Channel. And they're like, on this day, the sun is the 70% of the earth. I think it was 72 or 73% of the earth is in light. Can't have that on a globe.
That's population, Dave, not the actual globe itself.
How can 73% of the earth be lit up by a single source light? Get a basketball, go in a pitch black room, have a light on the far side of the room, that's the sun, spin, twist, tilt the basketball. It's always exactly 50% lit. So let's look at that on a map, right? So this is from day, what's it called? Date, night, time and date. This is showing at this date, August 13th. California is just about to get dark. South America is completely in the light. Everything's in the light except Australia and these islands over here. Okay, so this is the only thing that's not lit right now.
Apart from the Pacific Ocean, of course, which takes up around half the globe.
Right? This is a real world observation of the lighting pattern. So let's take a look. So we have the Gleason's map, and the sun was right there. We're going to put the sun right where they said the sun was. And we're going to lift it up and see, can it make that pattern? So we lift it up, and look, South America, California, everything except Australia and these islands are in the dark. Hey, that works on a flat Earth map.
Okay, great. It works on a Gleason's map. Who cares? That's not proof of flat Earth. It's proof that one particular scenario works on a Gleason's map. And this is your favourite proof? What the hell, Dave? This is awful. Well, there we go, everyone. That wraps up another Flat Earth Fail compilation video. I do hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below which one was your favourite. As I say, we're all done and dusted for another one. Thanks so much for watching. As ever, it's appreciated. If you enjoyed it, please do consider subscribing to the channel. Remember, the link in the description for the other episodes of the Flat Earth Fail compilations. Check those out as well. And if you really like this one, a big thumbs up would be thankful too. I've been Simon Dan. Have yourselves a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow for episode 3 of Mark Sargent's Flat Earth Clues Debunking. See you then.